dreamt I would meet a brilliant man. I would steal his breath away. And he in turn would steal me away from everything ugly into a secret world of our own.
There, Oliver!
Wake up, sleepyhead.
You put me down.
No, tradition is tradition, and you deserve to be treated like a princess.
You do realize we're participating in a symbolic kidnapping that stretches all the way back to the founding of the Rubies. It all belongs to you now, my pet. There, Oliver. This is Elizabeth.
Welcome home, Elizabeth.
Home. I can't believe I'm finally here.
Where would you like supper served?
Upstairs. Thank you, Claire.
Oliver?
Do you like white orchids?
I love them.
How about lilies?
Sure.
You're in luck.
Would you like a cognac?
No, thank you, Claire.
Are you sure?
Yes. That's all for today, thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Claire.
I believe these are all your favorite pieces.
Could I stay in here a while?
Not now, darling. There's a lot more to see.
Hello, Oliver.
Good morning.
Good morning, Claire.
Good morning.
Claire? This way.
Sun helps give sectional form to the curved light gauge. Light guided many decisions. Natural lighting conditions are left visible, so passing clouds, being shadow varies as the interior experience varies. The shadow left back with Margot, Saint-Julien, Saint-Estèphe, and the Omédoc.
What's in this room?
You're my wife, and I trust you implicitly.
That sounds ominous.
Everything I've shown you, the art, the jewels, the clothes, the money in the safe, all of it is for you. The only off-limits room is this one. Do you promise not to go in?
But I can't even get into the rooms without you.
Of course you can. The biometric readers are programmed for 2 thumbprints. Yours and mine. No one else's. These are our rooms to play in.
Have you decided on lunch?
No, I'm not hungry.
You should eat.
Okay, I don't know, perhaps just a light salad is fine.
And what would you like in it?
That surprised me. Okay, avocado and tomato.
And to drink?
Just water, thanks. No, could I get a milkshake? Chocolate. What's funny?
Nothing. A chocolate milkshake is a perfect choice.
Claire, is it okay if I ask you something?
Ask.
Have you worked here a long time?
Yes.
For Henry?
Yes.
He's ridiculously smart, isn't he? His IQ, his mind is extraordinary.
Yes.
So, why would he pick a girl like me to marry? I'm very simple.
I don't know.
Sati founded his own religion. Did you know that? He was the official composer for the mystical order of the Rose and Cross of the Temple and Grail, founded by the occultist Joseph Pelletan, but they had a falling out. And Sati founded his own religion, l'Église métropolitaine d'art de Jésus Conducteur. Sorry. You must find this incredibly boring. Forgive me.
No. It's very interesting.
I can go on and on sometimes. Come here. It's your job to shut me up. I'm like a little boy around you. I can't help myself.
How did your work stuff go?
Fine. The fire has been duly put out. How was your day here?
Oh, it's fine. There's so much to take in. I hadn't thought about the practicalities of running such a big home. I tried to make a phone call yesterday, but the line was dead.
Yes, that happens all the time here. Who are you calling?
My sister?
Oh. What happened?
Oh, I don't know. You may as well know that I'm a bit of a clumsy.
Oh, you know.
Yes. I hope it doesn't disappoint you.
How could you ever disappoint me?
Just if you thought I was suave and elegant all the time.
You're such a good liar and scary.
What?
I call your bluff.
I'm sure I know what you're talking about.
I think you've always been suave and elegant. What do you say we send the servants away and spend the rest of the day in bed?
What about our stroll on the lake?
Elizabeth, my...
Let me hear you say it's done. Please.
I disagree.
But you looked me in the eye and you said...
I did not. I want absolute calm. Can we manage that?
You want to get caught?
It's not an option I'm really considering.
Only a matter of when. Surely you're still lucid enough to recognize that fact.
The only way we get caught is if you insist on lurking in corridors, staring meaningfully at them.
You prick.
Well, that went well.
You haven't touched your food.
Do you think it's possible substances have their own velocity?
For instance,
Eggs.
eggs. Because it changes form, the egg.
Its whole function is to become something else. It keeps disappearing and reappearing as something new. I can't think of anything else in the world with that kind of material altruism.
Material altruism is moral altruism.
Exactly. Funny that the egg should be a symbol for the soul. Don't you think?
I heard you have a migraine. So sorry.
Let's not talk about it. Sit down.
I can come back tomorrow.
No, you're here now. You want a drink?
Well, what are you having?
Scotch. Hope it knocks it on the head.
I'll have what you're having. Stress-related, aren't they? Migraines?
Yes, they can be. Or tension from exercise, lack of sleep, hypersensitivity to light. There can be many things.
I'd suggest fresh air and walks by the ocean, but you're the doctor.
You need to be more than a doctor to understand a person's mind. You need to be a saint or a prophet.
How's your lovely young wife?
Young and lovely.
Is she home?
Yes, she's having that. Young people today need the beauty sleep.
How glorious to be young and lovely.
What's on your mind, Frank?
Nothing.
You seem worried. Is everything all right?
Department's being investigated for accepting payoffs. Bureaucrats hunting scalps for appearance's sake. I've been spared, but I've got a couple of colleagues that are in real hot water.
You have to testify against your colleagues.
There's no choice. I'm not looking forward to it.
You can either torture or be tortured. There's no third alternative. In the end, better to be the torturer, don't you?
Yes, Oliver.
Made you something.
Could you stop making me things? That would be so kind.
Why do you stay? If you're so unhappy.
I know things you don't. Let's leave it at that.
Because you love him. You always have.
I can see why you would think that. And don't take this the wrong way, but you're a child and you don't know what you're talking about.
I know this much, and it's more than you seem to. We're not the prize. We're the bait.
Thank you, Oliver. May I be alone now?
I dreamt I would meet a brilliant man. I would steal his breath away, and he in turn would steal me away from everything ugly into a secret world of our own.
Claire! Oliver! You do realize we're participating in a symbolic kidnapping that stretches all the way back to the founding of Rome.
Henry, what's in there?
Everything I have shown you is yours. All the art, the jewels, the clothes, the money in the safe. It's all for you. The only off-limits room is this one. That's all I ask of you. Can you do that for me?
Yes, of course, but what's in
Let's say it's the one room in the house I can have to myself. For work. You promise not to go in.
I think husbands and wives should always be truthful. Wouldn't you agree?
My point, precisely.
So if it's that important to you...
It is. Promise?
I promise. I couldn't sleep.
Where's Henry?
In bed. I forgot how much he snores. What were you looking at?
I wasn't looking at anything.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I'm just so curious, that's all.
What about?
Everything. Sometimes it feels like my mind is just one question after another. You, for example.
Me?
Your sense of confidence. Do you ever get frightened?
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth?
In the kitchen, my love.
Elizabeth, listen.
Claire, what are you doing here?
I forgot something.
Do you find it?
Yes. Good night.
Claire? Oliver?
Henry, what are you doing? Can I have a little privacy? Can I have a...
We will have privacy. For our last rites.
What?
A husband and wife should always be truthful. Your words.
But I didn't do anything wrong.
You did disobey me.
Hello? I'm stuck. I'm locked inside a house, my house. No, I'm not hurt, but I can't work any of the doors. They're locked on a mechanism and it's not functioning. Yes? Yes, can you please help me? Elizabeth? Kellenberg. I don't know the address. I have to go. Good morning.
Good morning.
Where's Henry?
Upstairs. He's not feeling well. He's resting.
You walk out that door, I can't protect you from the police.
Excuse me?
I need you to understand you'd be dumb to try it. I know he's dead. Where's the body? Elizabeth.
He tried to kill me.
I believe you.
It's upstairs.
Take me.
I was only protecting myself.
I know. Henry had many tricks in his bag. A brilliant man with a brilliant mind. Just as you imagined in your fairy tale dream, you would steal his breath away and he would steal you away.
Away from everything ugly
To a secret world of our own.
How could you know that?
How much do you remember of your childhood?
I was sick a lot. In the hospital. My parents died in the car crash. I was brought up in an orphanage.
That's back there, where I sleep. You were there till age 8. You had a teacher, Mrs. Manager, and a French groundskeeper with big ears, Jacques. Very good. All of that did happen. See, it's not an exact science, biogenesis. Claire is much better suited than me to walk you through it. She was in charge of your conditioning. She's quite clever.
Oliver. What am I?
You went into the room he told you not to go into. Did you not?
I did. What I saw, I don't understand.
You saw yourself.
Yes.
Which brings us to the only question worth asking. You were cooked in that room, like an egg. 6 Elizabeth number 5 of the Elizabeth harvest. That's what you are. Car.
What?
Can you see the color?
It's black with a red light on top.
Fuck, that was quick.
Who is it?
Detective Lieutenant Logan, Henry's only friend.
And what does he want?
He wants to talk to you again.
What do you mean again?
Henry's explained away you're sleeping all the time with chronic fatigue syndrome. It's going to help you today. Make light of the fact Henry is the one napping, but get him to leave quickly.
Good morning, Oliver.
Good morning, Detective.
Father around?
Upstairs, taking a nap.
Yeah, since when does he take naps?
I know, but it happens. Ask Elizabeth.
Hello again.
Mrs. Callenberg. It's truly a surprise.
Because usually I'm the one napping, right? Henry isn't feeling well.
I was beginning to think he kept you locked up in a tower.
Say something you want. You know, to drink.
What are you having?
Oliver, would you mind getting us something?
Water's fine.
Water's just fine.
Are you in trouble?
What?
Did you call emergency services?
When?
I got a message that a Mrs. Callenberg called in, so I came to check it out.
Word sure travels fast.
Word of what?
Claire, getting rushed to hospital, isn't that why you're here?
What's wrong with Claire?
She has a heart condition, congenital. She's the one who called emergency, and the operator must have gotten confused. Excuse me.
You didn't call.
No, I didn't. It was Claire. She did.
Huh. Let me see if I got this straight. Your husband's not feeling well. Claire has a weak heart. You have chronic fatigue syndrome, and Oliver, of course, is blind. Now, I don't mean to be insensitive, but it's beginning to feel like a hospital around here.
Oh my God! Did I get him? Oh my God! Did I get him?
Yes!
Nobody you need to feel bad about.
Why did you do that?
This bastard was on Henry's payroll. Caught one of you 3 years ago making a run for it, brought you right back here. What do you think Henry did with that?
Killed her.
See, you're clever. He killed all of you. It's what he lived for.
Henry's your father.
Not anymore.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
It's okay. That was scary. What do you remember after age 8? There's a gap, isn't there? He'd put you back in the tank. He'd bring you out at different times for physical therapy. He'd fill your mind with memories and events, music, trying to customize your personality, trying to make you whole, but you never actually experienced any of those things.
Please, I want to wake up now. Please make it stop. I want things to go back to normal. I want to go back to my honeymoon.
Help me with him. I think you should get as far away from here as possible, Elizabeth. Go and pack a bag.
You're staying?
I have to. Make sure to take some money from the safe. You'll need it.
How much?
Like that.
Okay.
Elizabeth,
I'm in here.
before you go, I wonder if you could do something for me.
What is it?
This journal. I can't read it and I need some information in it.
It's Henry's.
Claire's.
Hey, what are you doing? Oliver? Oliver, did you just lock me in? Oliver! Oliver, let me out. Oliver! No, let me out! Oliver!
Everyone in the scientific community knew about Dr. Henry Kellenberg's breakthroughs in somatic cell research. But after pioneering and patenting the process by which microRNA cells were reprogrammed into the TERX2 encoding, he retired a billionaire. Years later, out of the blue, he invited me to come see him. This was the pivotal moment of my professional life.
Dr. Claire Stratton.
Dr. Kellenberg, this is an honor.
You worked at Baxter.
Yes, yes, until quite recently.
You were fired.
It's complicated.
What I heard was you refused to share your research with the military. If my information is incorrect, I apologize.
No, you're clearly well informed.
I am intrigued by your work on neurodegeneration. Your views on progeria go against practically everyone's. That's why you're here.
Because my findings were refuted by the entire medical community.
Can I offer you some refreshment? When I was younger, I had so much drive and inexhaustible energy. So I was obsessed with the idea of being useful to future generations. Now I know history will remember me unkindly.
I think we both know you're being modest.
History will remember me as a monster. And that is where you come in. A healthy mind to bear witness. Oliver?
I finished my homework, Dad.
Hello.
Hello.
Oliver, this is Claire, a brilliant researcher. She'll be staying with us.
So lovely to meet you, Oliver.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Claire.
You have a way of making assumptions, Doctor.
Subject emerged biologically and physiologically healthy, but disoriented and in pain. She seemed to remember nothing for more than a few seconds.
Yes, I was happy 3 times.
When Mrs. Manager let me play in the garden is one, and then when I had a chocolate milkshake that was good, and then also...
Abysses of amnesia continually opened beneath her, and unable to maintain a genuine inner world, she would bridge them with scrambled fictions.
What's this? I can't run at all today, I don't think. Are you a soldier?
No, Elizabeth, it's me, Henry.
Henry? When did you fly in?
Henry was convinced she would acclimate and her repertoire of memories would match up. But the constant strain on her mind became too much for her body to bear. Days later, somehow, under Henry's watch, she discovered the harvest room.
What did my niece say?
She's your niece.
My sister's child. She's had a long, troubled history. I'd hoped the move from the city would help her, but...
She made some pretty bizarre accusations.
She's a danger to herself.
Yeah, she has a habit of inventing stories. She's a bit of a fantasist, I'm afraid. At times, her behavior can be utterly illogical.
Are you her legal guardian?
I'm the only family she has left.
Well, I am fine to release her to you, but I'm afraid I have to file a report.
Elizabeth? Look, I realise you're upset, but I had to run some errands and I needed you to stay. I apologise. I phoned the hospital. They're keeping Claire for observation. Run tests for a couple of days, but she will recover. Are you reading the journal? I know you can hear me. I brought you some supper. I'm going to open the door now. Please don't do anything crazy.
Let me go!
Stop! Please!
The code!
What?
The front door code, what is it?
I'll open it for you.
Tell me the code!
It's your birthday, the code.
What's my birth date?
0916.
You're lying to me.
Elizabeth, I'm on your side. I always have been. I knew it was wrong to lock you up, but I wanted to talk to you, and I couldn't foresee any other way you wouldn't flee this place.
You're right about that.
What are you doing? You don't have to do this.
You're lying to me.
I already told you. I just want you to get to know me.
I sincerely apologize for the childish trick. But I do need to finish our conversation.
What are you doing to her?
Keeping her alive. Same as I did for you. I can't express how odd it is to feel so close to someone who doesn't know you exist, and then to finally meet. At the end of the day, the world is a conflict between positive and negative charges. I so had hoped once we were free of him, we could be candid with one another.
Why won't you let me go?
The last thing I want to do is keep you here against your will. I just require you to have a little bit more patience. Here, take the head while I turn her over. Claire usually does this bit.
When can I go?
I've waited so long to have these conversations with you.
Just tell me when I can go.
Once you tell me how much Claire knew. Please, give me a hand. If you really wish to harm me, I can't possibly hide from you, can I? You have the advantage now. So curious.
Are you her legal guardian?
I'm the only family she has left.
Well, I am fine to release her to you, but I'm afraid I have to file a report. I apologize.
Is that absolutely necessary?
Claire, let me speak with the detective. You've been through enough.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
With Detective Logan silenced, we proceeded with our tests. 1 week later, she was dead.
Henry, what happened?
I found her face down on the pillows. She must have suffocated.
How?
I don't know. We need to run more tests. Find out why her body shut down.
The questions I had, I never asked. Partly because I didn't want to believe it. Partly because when we analyzed her cells, we discovered the neurodegeneration had returned. I had failed. The data flow resulting from the large sequencing throughout requiring all 4 mutations altered only the C-terminal portion of the gene, in nuclear shape due to the mutated gene resulting in distorted nucleus unstable. The resultant cellular instability appears to lead to the... After the splicing correction, the HGDF cells show normal processing causes damage itself for 10 hours every day for the next 6 months until we had exhausted every combination.
Means an equal exchange. So I give you something, and you give me something in return. I want to know what she says about me, in exchange for which I'll tell you about yourself.
What if I don't want to know?
It's built into your DNA to want to know. It's your nature. What does she say?
Doesn't say anything about you.
What does she write about?
She initiated an affair with Henry after the death of the third subject.
After he choked her.
She had her doubts, but she didn't ask because she failed at figuring the code.
She didn't fail. He corrupted the samples.
How would you know?
Because I know him.
So she figures it out.
You want to know if you're cured?
Quid pro quo.
Yes. She reversed the neurodegeneration. You're all clear. You all lived here until you were 8. Hidden from the world, never allowed out. I was sent to boarding school. I came back this summer, I turned 12, and there was just one of you here. The second Elizabeth. The first he killed, and you and the others were in your tanks. I didn't know this at the time, of course. I pieced it all together later. Like you, I wasn't allowed in the forbidden room. But I couldn't stand it, so I confronted him.
That wasn't me. Oliver, that wasn't me.
Just as I had initiated it, I brought the affair to an end. Not that it ever had a chance of being anything more than colleagues letting off steam. Not that it could ever compete with.
It's Elizabeth's birthday today.
Yes, I remember.
We are defined by the choices we make. Why didn't I go?
Can't find any record of Elizabeth giving birth. Professor Oliver Eccleston was the name of your very first mentor at Fielding. It's a bit sentimental, but that's you all over.
I want us to grow old together, but I thought, what if she doesn't want this decaying old body? What if she yearns for what she fell in love with? A younger me.
He's not your son, is he? Oliver is you. But he doesn't know it.
I hated him so much.
We both did. Now he's gone. And we are defined by the choices we make. You love me, don't you?
I always have.
So why don't you show me?
Well, you learn fast.
You saw him touching me. It made you very jealous. Now he's gone. And you can touch me. Henry?
I'm here.
Is everything all right? I thought I heard.
I've renegotiated your contract on your behalf. I trust you'll find the changes satisfactory.
What did you do to her?
There's a title transfer as well. Everything I own will be yours so that you can continue your research. I wouldn't go down there, Claire.
I'm calling the police.
Call them. What would you tell them? A murder has occurred? Who has died, ma'am? Most women hate being called ma'am. That's why men call them it. Who has been murdered? Someone who died years ago? Are you intoxicated, ma'am? Have you been drinking? Are you off your medication now?
Who are you?
I didn't set out to kill the very person I've spent my life trying to revive. It just happened. Isn't that a remarkable phrase? It just. And no one need know about it. I feel no shame. There's no consequence.
You're so sick.
Maybe. But these versions of her, they're not my Elizabeth. And the look in their eyes, somewhere in them, they all knew it wasn't going to work. It was only through the act of destroying them that they finally felt real to me.
Henry. This has to stop.
Unquestionably. I'll do my utmost, Claire.
Elizabeth. Welcome home, Claire.
Home.
You've earned it. So do something good with it. I dreamt I would meet a brilliant man. I would steal his breath away, and he in turn would steal me away from everything ugly into a secret world of our own. But I'm awake now.